the Indiana Pacers are looking to move Paul George. It's possible. What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk. Back at it with another video talking some NBA, talking NBA trade rumors, of course. And this latest one about Paul George sort of took me aback as well when I first heard it. And usually when I get these rumors and I hear about these reports, I immediately check if the source is credible and whether or not the reports and rumors have some validity to them. And this one does, okay? I'm not saying that it's going to happen and Paul George is going to get traded, but there are definitely some discussions going on, and the only thing that's really up in the air, we don't know, is if the Pacers are calling teams about Paul George or if teams are calling the Pacers, okay? But the end result is still the same, folks. Paul George's name is getting thrown around in trade discussions. Now, your first question probably is, why is this happening? Why are the Pacers looking to trade Paul George? He is their best player, of course. The biggest reason, I believe, is because Paul George has not given the Pacers, and Larry Bird in particular, the assurance that the Pacers want from PG when he does become a free agent. They think he might bolt, and the latest rumor has him linked to the Lakers, and the Lakers as a trade option, just because, you know, Paul George has always been a Lakers fan, and I believe he is from LA if I'm not mistaken. And the latest news about Magic Johnson becoming the president of basketball operations for the Lakers, and Paul George had Magic Johnson as his childhood idol. You know, that also might play a factor into it. I'm just saying. So you have teams like that, and the Lakers are really the biggest threat from everything that I've read. So that's the main reason why the Pacers would even consider this, is because they are scared that Paul George might leave, and they might want to begin rebuilding quicker around someone like a Miles Turner who's shown some promise. Look, my personal belief, I think you keep Paul George. Look, he might not be a top 5 player, he might not even be a top 10 player, but Paul George is still a superstar in my eyes, still just 26 years old. It feels like he's been in the league much, much longer, and you have pieces around him. You just need to, you know, continue to build around him. And the fact that the Pacers play in the East is the biggest advantage, because Paul George, even himself, is closer to a title, he would think, with the Pacers than he would be if he were traded to a team like the Lakers, at least in the immediate future. You know, the Lakers are still in rebuilding mode. They're not at that level yet, certainly not where Indiana is, and I know they've had their struggles, but Larry Bird has made a commitment to build around Paul George, and I believe he should continue, and the Pacers should continue doing that. If he leaves in free agency, let's deal with it then. But for right now, you have a superstar, and the chances of you landing another Paul George are very slim to none. So I would go ahead and keep him. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Paul George gets traded? Do you think the Pacers should trade him? Should they keep him? Leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.